Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our Bulgaria project. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the foundation pour. I managed to get some footage of the first stages of the foundation pour, and this really is the beginning of the big push to get this house up. And it was such a, even just looking back on it now and thinking about it, it was such a great day, and I'm so happy that I was able to document it and share it with you guys. So enjoy. So this is the third day actually we've been here now. We arrived on Saturday, which is the first footage you'll see when we pulled up. It's Monday the 12th of August. I think the guys have just been up here finishing. It's absolutely scorching hot. So they can only work up to like about 2 PM in the afternoon, if that. But it's quite an exciting day because tomorrow they are going to be pouring the actual concrete foundations. So they've done like the base plates. They've just been up here finishing up, which I'll show you in a second. Just been up finishing up the kind of walls that they then pour the foundations in. So yeah, it's actually happening, which is pretty awesome. Just to see at this point is pretty crazy, given that, you know, I think about a year ago this was all just a field with trees and stuff. We were here ourselves cutting down some of the trees, and now it's actually going up. So really pleased to be at this point. Yeah, crazy what you can do when you put your mind to it. So let me show you inside. Looking in from yesterday, there were some of these plates were missing. So they've kind of come in, and you can see where now they will pour all the foundation in for the exterior. So that'll be the full wall up, and then there'll be a base layer, I believe base layer foundation, and these will be kind of the thick structural pillars that will run up through the house. So yeah, really exciting stuff. It's I don't know, it's quite weird. It's, if you ever get to be fortunate enough like we have been to be able to build your own house, it's a really weird feeling. And for those of you that have done it, you'll be able to understand or relate to this, is that you have years, and it has literally been years of planning, saving, having conversations, meeting the right people, and you just see this plot of land, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden it kind of it does. So yeah, it really pleased with it. It looks so good. Obviously you might not think so at this point, but yeah, when you've been looking at this for, like I said, for years, it really does look pretty cool. So yeah, pretty happy. So that was it for the first series of videos, and then I took a quick drive back to where we were staying, and then we pick up in the next morning when, clearly by the next clip you'll see, I'm very excited to go up and actually see this being poured. Also, these tracking shots took forever to film, so you better believe I was leaving them in there. So enjoy these as well. Morning. So it's I think it's the 13th, I want to say 13th of August. Pretty exciting day. They're going to pour the foundations, I think, this morning. So just woken up early, so just before we go to the beach today, want to go and see them doing it. So I'll take you with me. Let's go. So we're currently waiting for the cement truck to pull up to pour the foundations. But I just thought I'd show you this bit, which is, if you remember in the last, probably the last bit you saw when they were fitting the pipe. This is now the wall. So there's the meter. It goes through the wall, and then they've put this temporary pipe in while they're building. But effectively what's going to happen is this will then run along all the way underground here into this corner. If you can see in there, they've put a like wooden box, so I've just been told, and that's so that when they then pour the concrete, obviously these metal plates will be removed, they can just drill through the wood and put all of the piping and the waste piping, everything through there. So yeah, pretty, I mean obviously they know what they're doing, but I find this stuff fascinating because I'd have absolutely no idea how to do that. So it's pretty cool. Just waiting for the cement truck to pull up now. Which should be coming from down this road at some point. But actually, I think this might be it now. It is. I will pause and come back to you shortly. I'd rather this guy than me, to be honest. This will be interesting. The only thing with the overhead power cables is getting them out of the way. But no, this guy's a bit of wood, job's a good one. I think the only bad thing about that now is I haven't really got an excuse to not be able to get the van up there in the future. So yeah, it's going to be embarrassing if I can't do it. be able to film this sort of stuff. It's a really hard time in holiday, so it's amazing to be able to film this step. Have a look at the pouring, shall we? Pretty cool. So they have this like vibrator thing, which I didn't know. You put it in there, vibrates, and then it gets all the air bubbles out, so it's like a solid base. Things like this, never realised. Always interesting to find out though. I'm gonna pause it here and get out of the way. So this was the main bit we were deciding on, is whether this corner is right up against this wall, or if you brought the house down a bit, you could have it tucked up more, because this wall's kind of like at an angle, and then have less of a gap here, but it would take away from space in, I guess, what you probably call this the front of the house. So yeah, it kind of goes tapered up that way, so I have like a little storage area, I guess, this side, and it gives us more space in the front. I think it was the right call. It's also too late to change our mind now, so it doesn't really matter if it was the right call or not, but I'm kind of telling myself it was the right call. So yeah, just getting some more concrete, and then they'll be continuing with the pour. kind of where we've got to so far, and then they've done the central base bits, and then the pillars will be done afterwards, I assume. I'm making a lot of this up as I go because I don't really know what's happening. Probably said this a million times, but this feels awesome. So good. Just years of planning. Such a high right now. Such a high. I'll take you and have a look. sure than now. We'll just go around again and fill up to the top. So probably not going to film that bit, but I'll come back and show you it when it's finished, because it's just more of the same. And I actually just want to kind of enjoy it now rather than filming it, which is selfish for you guys, but yeah. Catch up with you in a bit. Ciao. For the hairstyle. Fresh. So as I mentioned, at this point it's just more of the same. After these videos were shot, we ended up going to the beach for a 4-day trip, and then we came back and recorded the final pieces of the foundation being poured. And that's where the next episode will start up. So for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.